Well, hello internets. Here we are. A little bit of a vlog or video or whatever you want to call her for today. I have no idea how long it is are going to turn out to be, but this is just my thoughts, my opinions, and my experiences in the last couple of days. Well, I was given this number to call from the powers that be, the people who are deciding my life, deciding what happens, and deciding what happens to me, to call and see how this goes. So I called this number to get an appointment to talk to somebody, to express my feelings, to express where I've been, my thoughts, and essentially to bounce ideas off of. In the past, I used to do the same thing with my dad. He used to give me input and thoughts and ideas, and I would give him back my thoughts and ideas and input. And now that he's gone, I have nobody to talk to. Well, I call this number because there are widely recommended people in the field to give people the help or talking they need without medication or antipsychotic drugs, or however these people tend to work. And it went south, and it went south real fast. If it wasn't for the fact that I was on the ball and knew exactly what they were trying to do, I'd be on my little way to a padded little rubber room for a week or two, waiting a full psychiatric evaluation. And no, I didn't say anything like, off the deep end, like wanting to kill anybody or, being a danger to anybody or even myself. But somehow I have no idea what I happened to say or what loaded questions I answered wrong. But they were more than determined that they were going to have me hauled away. The person on the other end of the phone was actually determined that she was going to send the cops to my door to come and escort me down to her office for me to talk with her, to meet with the head psychiatric nurse. And it's like, really? I'm not crazy. However, saying you're not crazy is exactly what crazy people say they're not, but no, I'm not crazy. I'm overwhelmed. I am stressed. I have anxiety, and I don't know, however you want to say that word. Yes, and there are a few other small issues, but no, I am not nuttier than a fruit bat on vacation, all my ducks are in a semi-row, and when one of the little furry buggers wanders off, I do drag him back, so I'm not completely gone yet. I have no idea what they were trying to do, or what, but it's like, it's no wonder people who are semi-unhinged have trouble and go off the deep end, because these guys are in such a gung-ho mood to drag people off that they're misdiagnosing people and chasing people away that are just overwhelmed with the situations that are going on in their lives. No, this can't be solved with getting a job, because I physically cannot work a job to pay my bills, pay the mortgage, pay this. So this is what it's come to. This is what my life is changing to. And I just need to talk to somebody they think I need to talk to somebody. Because apparently a person like me who's been through what I've been through and going through what I'm nearly going through needs to talk to somebody, even though for the last, 40 years, I've always kept to myself and never talked to nobody. Especially those that are out of my circle of trust. And, obviously it just proved once again that you don't trust anybody because, they're not in your circle and you can't trust them. And that's the way my last, 2-3 days have been, and that's the way the last 6 months, in fact, have been. Just a cluster of messed up people that are making choices in my life, making choices for me, hurting me down paths that I don't want to go on, that I don't want to be, but it's like they're trying to groom me to end up in the padded cell. And then they can like sedate me for 6 months and everything's fine. And then in the spring I get out and go camping. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, let me live my life, everything's fine, and we're good. I'm not a danger. I've got no violent history. I've got no want to be a danger to nobody. You know, we all have self-destructive issues in our lives. Some people smoke, some people drink, some people wear high-heeled shoes that hurt their backs. Some people work too hard and are in pain every night. Heck, there's people that are doing drugs and stuff. That's all self-destructive issues, whether it's an addiction or eating fast food, riding your bicycle, going camping when you shouldn't. I can go on and on. You know, what is their baseline for self-destructive behavior? Not paying your bills? You know, shaving your hair off? Is that self-destructive behavior? Not buying new clothes and wearing your old raggy clothes because, well, you don't have the money to buy new ones? Is that self-destructive behavior? You know, they asked me all these loaded questions, and when the little clown light went off, you know, they started to warm up the little van and the men with nets and white coats to come take me away, you know. It doesn't make any sense. It just causes more stress. And with my illness the way it is, you know, stress, anxiety, other things that are going on right now, they cause the flare-ups, which causes me to be down even longer, you know. And I had a good day planned that I wanted to get some stuff done that needs to get done, and yet another day goes by where it didn't, not a single one of it got done because of that simple phone call at 9 o'clock this morning. I need to get away. I need to get away from it all. I need to get away from everybody. I need to get away to my own little place, whether it's an apartment where no one knows where I live. You know, shut off my cell phone and live my life, because it's like every time I touch something, I make the wrong choice, or it goes south, it goes bad, or it's just, yeah, not a good choice. I don't know how to explain it properly other than, wow, you know, nobody has any idea where we've been in the last 30 years other than us. The truth is stranger than fiction, and if I wrote a book, it would be in the fiction section, because nobody would ever believe it was non-fiction. It's just the way our life is. If it can go wrong, it goes wrong. If it is able to go off the rails, it goes off the rails. And you ask for help, you get bad advice, and then it goes the opposite way, and then later on you find out that you didn't have to sell your house because they will cover you if you have a, you know, primary residence, but they won't cover you because you sold your house because of their advice saying they wouldn't cover you because you have a house. So no matter what you do, you're stuck either way. And that's the way it's been for decades, you know, and I just want it all to stop. And no, I'm not talking about self-harm or ending it all. I just want it to stop, as in calm down and get back to where it was even 3, 4, 5 years ago. And, you know, don't take that the wrong way, because, you know, and call the men with you know, black helicopters to come haul me away or whatever, you know. It's just, you know, how much does a guy allow them to push before he snaps? And it's no wonder people who are slightly unhinged or unraveled completely unravel when you're trying to deal with these people, because they're getting paid $35 an hour to sit on a desk and press little buttons for the answers you give, and it's like they guide you to the results they want, not the results you need for you. It's what they want for themselves. Nobody knows what I'm saying unless they've been there, and until you've been there, you don't know. And once you've been there, it's not an experience that I would ever recommend to anybody. But I don't know if this will be the end of this here video, or if there will be a later segment, but if it is, it is. If it's not, we'll catch you all later. Well, hello internets. Here we are. We come to the end of another day. If you're seeing this, I guess I decided to include my little 3-day adventure into a vlog form and post it on up. If not, then hey, another one of those vlogs that I deleted because of well, frustrations, privacy, and just not wanting to share that kind of thing to, well, the world. Very frustrating few days here. In my opinion, a lot of it could have been avoided if certain people would have just kept their list of phone numbers to themselves and not have passed it on. However, I am kind of to the point in my life where I've ignored help for too long, or for a very long time, and done things on my own, and if I can get help out there, then I'm gonna look for it, apply for it, take it. I've always done things on my own, and making your own path is not fun sometimes. So of course, it is what it is. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, they say. However, one drop of water can erode a mountain over time, and that's kind of how I feel. I used to be a mountain, and now I'm just a hill, slowly getting worn down by everything that's going on, and it's kind of compounded here since Dad passed away, because, well, I lost my friend, I lost my outing person, I lost my way out, and I lost my dad, and didn't really deal with it properly. Once again, asking for help usually just gets you into trouble, so I kept it to myself. I ran into someone the other day that was a semi-regular occurring person that we met, and they had no idea that Dad had passed away. Their parents used to be friends with my parents. I don't know if they still are, per se, but they owned a restaurant in this town that we used to go to all the time, and, you know, attending auctions, we'd see them at the auctions, and kind of a thing, but they had no idea either. I know Dad kind of went out quietly, and there was no big publicized funeral, nor do afterwards or get together. It was kind of just a quiet thing, because that's what Dad wanted in the end. He didn't want a party with a bunch of fake people. He just wanted his true family and those that were there in those end days for him. And I just kind of dealt with it on my own, you know. Dealt with second thoughts. Am I fulfilling his wishes? Am I doing things right? Am I making my dad proud? I know I had his wishes on writing, but those wishes were 10 years old. Things can change in 10 years, and if I can say anything to you guys out there, it's not like you're gonna die tomorrow, but what if you do? Make sure you update your will, your living will, your dying wishes, your wishes for your final days. Not just so your loved ones know what your wishes are, but so they can be at peace in knowing that they're fulfilling and doing exactly what you want to have done to you. You know, the body can live for a few years being sustained by machines, and you're really not there anymore. And do you pull the plug and let the body go, and as per the patient's wishes? Or do you go there and prolong the body's suffering when the person has gone no longer in that body for years, until the body lets go at a uncomfortable looking, painful looking end? It kind of is what it is, right? And it's a lot of other things too. I just wanted to talk to somebody and bounce some ideas off them and speak to them how I was feeling and things like that, and then they completely overreact, and that really takes my confidence in people asking for help ever again gone out the window. I guess it is what it is, guys, and around we go. It's life. Life is what it is. Sometimes you can't fight it. You can steer it sometimes in directions, but it has a tendency of returning back to where it thinks you should be. Remember, we do have a fan mail box for all your fan mail needs, as well as links to the social media pages down below. Send us a letter, give us a follow, all that good stuff. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.